On Sunday, the Toronto Raptors were eliminated from the playoffs by the Cavs for the second straight year, joining previous iterations of the Bulls, Pacers, and Hawks as Eastern Conference contenders who can't get past LeBron. They just got swept, and 4 of their top 8 can be free agents this summer, so true or false? The Raptors should blow it up.
Ooh,
man.
It's the LeBron effect causing many teams of problems like this, but I say false. Do you let Lowry and Ibaka walk? Of those 4, the 2 big ones are Lowry and Ibaka. I say you sign them and then figure it out later. Sign them to contracts that are tradable. I think Masai Ujiri can work with Kyle Lowry to get into a deal that isn't a monster 5 for $200. Maybe we can scale it back a little bit. He just signed for 4 for $48, so maybe he doesn't have to jump $150 million. And then you deal with your 2 hampering contracts. The big problems to me are Jonas Valanciunas, signed for another 3 years, and DeMarre Carroll. Now, I understand some people won't want that. Maybe you stretch DeMarre Carroll.
Right.
But I don't see taking a huge step back for what? You go with DeMar and the kids? As Masai has filled the cabinet with some decent prospects, and DeLon Wright and Jakob Poeltl and Pascal Siakam, but if you want a 30-win team for a couple of years, that team's still going to be decent enough to win games and maybe not get a top pick.
This comes down to Lowry, though, right? Whether or not you throw 5 years, $200 million-ish. Do you think Lowry, at his age, can still be an all-NBA point guard moving forward? And can he get it ever going in the playoffs, especially along with DeMar? They're a great regular season team. Both these guys have been great regular season players, and they've struggled the last couple postseason. They're hot and cold in the postseason. So what do? Do you like Tass, run it back and then worry about the future a little bit later, or let it go?
To say to blow it up implies that they hold all the power, and they don't, because of all these guys who are unrestricted free agents, so they can walk without any compensation going back to the Raptors. But look, for probably 7 straight years now, no one's been able to figure out LeBron. Teams have come, they've tried to get close to him, and he's gotten better.
The Pacers, the Hawks, the Bulls.
It goes on and on and on. So it's you've got to look at that and remember that LeBron is like maybe the top 2 or 3 players we've ever seen in the game. The Raptors are good. This is easily the best period of Toronto history. But they're also,
sad, but true.
But you can also sort of see a ceiling there as well. And Lowry, I mean, there's going to be questions, whether they're fair or not, about his performance in the playoffs. Because, again, he was injured, obviously, in this series. But in other seasons, we've seen it as well, where he hasn't really taken his game to a different level. DeRozan a little bit the same as well. So if you're the Raptors, you have to say, can these guys get better themselves, or do we need to perhaps explore other options? And I don't think either answer is wrong, but I don't think either answer is right as well.